gentlemen, welcome back to WrestleCrack. I'm Nicky McElhaney, aka Mitch Betts, aka the Italian Rapscallion. Today I'm going to be talking about the tag team division in the WWE. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, that's it. Since the brand split, they've got a tag team division on Raw, a tag team division on SmackDown. I know they don't have titles on SmackDown yet, but I think they will eventually. I just think the SmackDown Raw's fine. They've got the New Day, they've got the Dudleys, they've got Enzo Cars, they've got the Club, they've just put Jericho and Owens together. Obviously that's it won't be a long-term thing, but I think them together really works. Over on SmackDown though, American Alpha aside, you've got Ascension, Hype Bros, who else came out tonight on SmackDown? Some of that Vaudevillains, who I think could be big if they took them off TV, reintroduced them with more vignettes and stuff like that, because I think they were really good in NXT, and they just, since they've killed the main roster, they've sort of went by the wayside, similar to the Ascension. They could take Ascension off TV and rebuild them. Because I think tag team wise in the ring and whatnot, fine. I think all the wrestlers who are in it, minus Simon Gotch, who's a bit of a doofus, have all got it in them to be a compelling character on screen. So I think they could do something with them if they take them off and repackage them. I think Ascension could be awesome if they took them off TV and built them up as not Legion of Doom, but more like Authors of Pain, where they are serious and they're not wearing makeup and they're not fannying about. That could work. The Hype Bros, I think for me they're never going to be the number one face team in the division. They're just not serious enough, and I just can't take them seriously. Obviously they've got Breezango over there, who I think are really good together. I think out of all the tag teams they've got, obviously the Usos are on the shelf at the minute, with I think Jimmy's injured. The only two teams on SmackDown who I'd say holding these tag team titles that Daniel Bryan spoke about on Talk to Smack would be American Alpha and obviously Breezango. So I think if you have a tournament, it's pretty much set in stone that these two will be facing each other in the final, because the rest are not believable enough unless they are taken away and brought back. So hopefully they don't introduce these tag titles till they have done something with the other tag teams, or brought somebody else in, or brought more teams up, or put more people together. I know SmackDown's roster is thin as it is, but I don't know if they could do something there. They need to do something before they bring the tag team titles in for me. You can't really rate NXT at the minute, because I think there's sort of a one team division down there with the Revival. Obviously they've got TM61 who are doing all right. They've got Authors of Pain who are basically having squash matches, and they're all right, but they're not anywhere near the level they need to be the number one tag team over there. Similar, there's Gargano and Ciampa are really good as well. I think they could come up with their main roster. I don't think they can do much more in NXT, win the tag team titles and then drop them, then come up. They don't really need that. I think them come to SmackDown would be a really good thing for them. Maybe put together a tag team out the Cruiserweight Classic or something. I think Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander. I know Cedric's match the other night on the Cruiserweight Classic was proper class against Ibushi. Putting him with Rich Swann, they seem like it's not a racist thing, but they seem like they've got similar styles, similar interests as such, but similar gimmicks type of thing. I think they might work together. I don't think that'll happen, but it's just a thought. Or you could go further afield and bring in some tag teams from the Indies or Ring of Honor or TNA, whoever. TNA have got some good tag teams. They've got the Wolves, they've got the Decay. I think that's it actually. Ring of Honor have obviously they've got the Bucks, they've got the Briscoes, they've got plenty of stuff over there. If they make an offer and bring them into SmackDown, putting the championships on them straight away, I think then people would be willing to leave Ring of Honor if they are coming in as a top team, not just go for the NXT system and blah blah blah. So I think there is teams out there if they want to bring teams in, if they need to on SmackDown, which I think they do, whether that's from NXT or putting teams together in NXT and bringing them straight up, or putting wrestlers on the main roster together and putting them on SmackDown or whatever it is. They need to do something on SmackDown. Raw should be fine. I think Lucha Dragons splitting the shows was a bit of an odd one, because I don't think either are going to get massive success by themselves. Kalisto, he can't talk for shit. As you seen on the draft special on the network, was just shocking. And Sin Cara's never going to do anything, so I think having him and Kalisto together would have been better. Whether they would have fit SmackDown or not, I don't know. Regardless, I think that was a mistake. Another couple of things I want to touch on about tag team matches. Every tag team match is the same. I was watching it with my wife the other day, and she picked up on it that every single tag team match they do the hot tag, and the crowd goes crazy, and it's just always the same thing over and over again. If she's watched 3-4 tag team matches with us and she's picked up on it, for someone who's been watching it for 15-20 years like me, it's just so repetitive. And I know there's not a lot you can do in a tag team match, but you can, because the Revival and American Alpha have shown it in NXT. They can do things where it doesn't feel like your normal tag team match. But I think a hot tag could be used as a cold tag, so to speak, and you could have the heels getting beat down and then getting the tag. I know pop-wise it wouldn't be the same, the crowd wouldn't go as wild, but I think it would just add a different dynamic to the tag team match, which I think would be good to watch. And it never ever happens, same as the heels, before the hot tag, the heels always cut off the ring and they always keep them on their side of the ring. The faces never ever ever do that. They never keep them on their side of the ring, they're too busy fannying about and that, and I think for a tag team to say they're the greatest tag team in the world but they've never actually cut the ring off, they don't do that. It doesn't make any sense why the face teams wouldn't do that. It's not like they're cheating or anything, or they're doing anything underhanded, or why when the faces, like, they shouldn't be doing, all they're doing is using tag team psychology to keep the ring, keep the person on their side of the ring. And the fact that they don't do that and only the heels do that, I know that it's to build towards the hot tag, but it just doesn't make sense that the bad guy teams who aren't supposed to be as credible as the faces do that, but the faces don't. It's an odd one. So, like I say, that's pretty much it. Comment below, tell us what you think about that, the hot tag thing and cutting off the rings. I think that's a really weird thing that never happens, and it's just strange. Comment below and tell us anybody else who you think they could bring in as a tag team. I'm sure I've missed people out from Ring of Honor because I don't really watch Ring of Honor. I just watch bits and pieces and pick up on things online. Cousin Daniels are down there, I think they're really good. I don't know if Motor City Machine Guns are down there at the minute, I think they might be. Like I say, comment, like and subscribe, that's pretty much it. I'll see you down the road. Peace!